I don't understand why the playtesting stuff is like some Hunger Games shit. Like, why are you guys selectively picking people like it's the Hunger Games? Like, I volunteer as tester. You see what I did there? No. Like, bro, just pick these people because they're willing to test your game for free. Bro, I don't get it, bro. Like, what? What is going on? What is up, guys? This is your voice Superior Simmer, and today I have some more information on the face glitch. I guess you could say this is a part 3 to this issue that I have on the channel. Shout out to the Heifer Hen. They were able to share this post on Twitter, so I greatly appreciate them. Someone by the name of EA_Cade is a community manager, and they basically talk more in depth of how they fix glitches and what issues and steps they take to resolve the whole thing. Shout out to @SleepyCatDSL that wrote in the Answers HQ post. They were basically saying that they hope that the delays because they're actually, thoroughly checking the glitch and hoping that they can resolve it. They said they're not going to be obviously supporting the game until the glitch is fixed, and there's some other stuff too, and I totally agree. Me personally, I will not be spending any more money on this game until I know that it's fixed. Of course, I'm not like telling people how to spend your money. You guys can do whatever you want. Me personally though, I want to see obviously changes to this game and obviously fixes before I start supporting it again, because I feel like I would be kind of like contributing to the BS. Before this video starts, I do have a Twitter. If you guys want to follow me, I greatly appreciate it. I have noticed that some of you have come from the channel to my Twitter to follow me, so thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't tweet that much. I kind of just share my videos and go, but I definitely will start. And again, thank you so much for the support on the channel and the comments. It really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's get into the video. So after reading the post, I'll summarize what they've been saying. They basically go down the list and try to figure out what the issues are and what's conflicting. How many people is it affecting? Can we reduce this issue? I think, can they create the issue themselves and stop it, or is it just kind of like a one-time thing? Maybe I'm wrong there. If you guys can explain that part, I'm actually not too sure. And then, is this a new issue, or was it just something that was happening before but they just didn't notice it? Which again, I feel like they should obviously notice this stuff early on before they release anything, because again, it's the fact that we know they're not testing their games, and they say how many people they need to pull from other projects to work on the issue at hand, the bug issue or whatever, glitch, whatever. So I found that last one funny, just because you would think with the amount of bugs that are in this game, they would actually take the time to get people to work on this. Not to say they don't have a dedicated team, but I think it's obvious that the Sims 4 has a lot of bugs and glitches that need work on. Again, we've all been saying this collectively, that the base game is the issue, the base game is the problem, and that's what needs to be focused on. And that's why I feel like they should have a big team dedicated to just working on bugs and fixes on this game. I feel like they should be able to test all the objects, test everything out, and see what's going on. Like, for example, what happens if I'm a werewolf, I use the cloning machine from Get to Work, and I have rabies from the hamsters from My First Pet, and I clone that sim? Did I just blow your mind just now? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What will happen? I want to know. I'll test it out myself, but like, that's the point I'm trying to make. This game is so big, and there's so many different interactions and occults and this packs and DLCs and objects, that there's so many unknowns. And I feel like the fact that they're saying they need to pull people away because they don't know if they need to fix this or not, it's like you should already have a huge ass team working on this. I don't get it. There's people that I've seen on my comments and my videos and on Twitter and everywhere else literally offering to play test your game. I don't understand why the playtesting stuff is like some Hunger Games shit. Like, why are you guys selectively picking people like it's the Hunger Games? Like, I volunteer as tester. You see what I did there? No. Like, bro, just pick these people because they're willing to test your game for free. Bro, I don't get it, bro. Like, what? What is going on? I kind of was joking in other videos saying that, oh, like, do you test your games? But I honestly think they don't test their games. I say this because the fact that Growing Together was a really big deal when it got announced. We've been asking for family gameplay, and that's what was advertised to us. We know that that's been lacking in The Sims 4 for years. We know EA loves money more than anything else, and I feel like they wouldn't self-sabotage their own pack, because it generates a lot of money. The Sims 4 generates a lot of money. There's been a lot of content for this game, and I wouldn't think they would do that to themselves. I think they would obviously try their best to obviously give us good content because they know that this is what we want. And it's obvious that they didn't go through the actual pack itself and test things. My issue is the fact that they're only talking about the face glitch. Shout out for you guys even telling me about your bugs and glitches that you guys have been going through. So many crazy stuff I've heard and seen in the comment section, and the fact that in general everyone's going through a different thing. Yes, we know that mods could be one of the reasons why, but at the end of the day, we know mods basically carry this game on their back, and they should be able to have it be compatible with the game. A lot of people have been saying this, including myself, that the real issue is the fact that they're releasing content all the time and they're not focusing on base game. I think it doesn't make sense to release new content not knowing if that content's gonna break or have glitches itself when you already have pre-existing glitches and bugs in the game. It sounds to me like they only check for glitches when it becomes like apparent to everyone that it's like a thing, but they don't themselves actually be like, hey, just want to shout out that there is this glitch and da 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 da. It's only when it like comes out into the open that it's a problem, it's an issue that they need to fix. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they have been like, hey, we noticed that there's whatever. Not to say they don't obviously test their, not to say they test their games, because they don't, but not to say they don't obviously go back and look at certain stuff. But I feel like when it really comes down to like the big glitches, we're the first ones to let them know like, hey, this was going on in my game, and then it becomes this whole thing. Not to mention the fact that we have consoles to think about too. They have their own bugs and glitches, and the fact that the build controls aren't fixed, that's a whole nother problem on its own. So taking a step back and looking at all this, it's kind of a lot that's going on. I feel like they need to start figuring out how they're going to eliminate all this stuff and get the game to be in working condition. Like I've been saying, I think they need to start focusing on base game and slow down on the packs. I don't understand why their first thought is to give us kits to kind of like quote unquote distract us from the main issues. I don't know why I use quotations, that doesn't make sense, but it's true. I feel like they're using these kits to distract us from like what's going on with the real issues. And don't get me wrong, like, I want more content in my game, but when there's obviously these main issues that are taken away from the gameplay experience, where people can't even play their game, they can't even build, it's like, I care about these goddamn kits. I want my game fixed. At this point, I'm kind of worried about The Sims 5 just because I feel like the state of the franchise as it is right now is not in a good place, and this doesn't make me feel hopeful for The Sims 5 or whatever you want to call it, Project Renee. I don't see this game doing well on console either, just because look how they treat console players. I honestly feel like I said in my last video, they only made The Sims 4 for console because they just wanted money, and it shows. Everything is ruled by money in this world, and EA is no different. It shows with all this stuff that's been going on. There's so many issues that I've just lost count at this point, and more stuff keep popping up every day that people are going through. Again, yes, we know mods could be the source of that problem, but from majority of what I've been seeing, these like reports are from vanilla players, people who play their game without mods. So it's kind of just like frustrating and kind of a little bit like disappointing and sad. And playing devil's advocate here, I understand that this is a simulation game. I understand that there's going to be a bunch of unknowns. There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be glitches. My issue is just the simple fact that the base game is what's broken, and that's what needs to be focused on. I feel like they should be like giving us small increments of updates to improve the base game while they give us content. I'm not saying don't give us content. I always want new content in The Sims or in any game I play, but when you're releasing new content and you're not double checking, and then that breaks on top of stuff that's already broken, all you have is broken shit around you, and it's frustrating. It's annoying. And again, I get this is a time sensitive thing. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, where's the patch, we need the patch now. Like, I get that they have to do a bunch of different checks and they have to get things cleared, and looking at what they're saying, it seems like a lot of stuff they have to do before they can release it. That's fine, that's not the issue. For me, it's just the fact that it's been an ongoing issue with this stuff. There's always something breaking with these new packs, and the fact that the base game is still broken and it's not being updated is my biggest concern. I just hope this is a wake-up call for them to double down on these stuff and continue to just make the game better. With that being said, I'm gonna take off. Please let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about this, but I'm probably gonna guess I already know. This has been your voice of your server. Stay cool, stay awesome, stay semi, stay superior. I need to make that shorter, bro, and have a nice day.